Hey everyone, I'm Madison. Welcome back. Today is going to be a great day. Happy Monday. Lots of good information to get into, so let's do it. Let's get real. So last week we talked about trauma. I shared part of my story with you, how pain wasn't the end, only the beginning. And after bringing up trauma, I thought it was only right that we talk about our emotions and how we can better ourselves through them. So today we're taking that next step into a brand new series on emotional agility. It's time. It's time to reflect inward and examine our hearts and our minds. Perfection is not the goal because none of us are perfect. What's important is recognizing that no matter how much you've achieved, there's always space to grow and become the best version you're always meant to be. So, what are emotions? Well, they're a natural, instinctive state of mind shaped by our circumstances, our moods, our relationships. They're conscious and subconscious messengers that create feelings, thoughts, behavioral responses. They're signals, teachers. They show up to reveal something deeper about our beliefs, our wounds, our desires, our needs, and our wants. Emotions, they're not weaknesses. They're not distractions. They are an invitation to reflect, grow, and evolve. Whether it's anger, sadness, joy, or fear, every emotion has a purpose. And when we listen, instead of suppress, we begin to understand ourselves more deeply. We come to understand how to speak and respond with purpose. But when we deny our emotions, withdraw from them, or overreact without reflection, life can become challenging. We can lose clarity, our peace. We can lose relationships. We can lose jobs. We can say things that we don't mean. So let's change that narrative. Let's respond instead of react. Let's live with intention instead of impulse. Where does that take place? Well, the mind. The mind is where we think, reason, perceive, and make decisions. It's the part of us that processes information, discerns truth from lies, and makes choices that affect both our spirit and our body. This is where that renewal happens, through the transformation of our minds. Renewing your mindset enhances your ability to understand your emotions and regulate them. Your mindset impacts everything that you do. If you wake up with a bad attitude, regretting the day that just began, you'll most likely have a bad day, right? Your mindset and thoughts define your actions. They define who you are. Emotions stem from your habitual mindset. When you shift your mindset from positive to negative, judgment to compassion, from fear to faith, or from the impossible to the possible, you unlock the freedom to grow beyond limitations, to connect more deeply with others, and see opportunity where obstacles once stood. A fixed mindset says, I'm just like this. I can't help it. You ever meet those people that just say, I can't do this. It's just who I am. I can't help it. I used to be one of those people. I was so caught up in, being content and not living purposefully. I wasn't living with intention. There was no focus because of distraction, addiction. I had no faith and a fixed mindset. Good news is change is possible. Sometimes it may not be comfortable, but it's necessary to evolve. A growth mindset says, this emotion is here to teach me something. I can grow through this. That shift changes everything. It opens the door to emotional maturity. You stop seeing emotions as threats or annoyances, and you start seeing them as teachers. A growth mindset helps you unlock your potential by turning setbacks into stepping stones towards success. A growth mindset helps you see beyond your current limits and believe the possibility of becoming more than you are today. You start asking yourself better questions like, what is this emotion trying to show me? What belief is beneath this feeling? What truth can I speak over this moment? When your mindset changes, your emotional language changes. You stop saying, I'm broken, I'm not worth it, I can't do it. And you start saying, I'm becoming, I am worth this, I can do this. This is emotional agility, and this is where you start becoming the best version of yourself that you have always been meant to be. Emotional agility is about getting real with our emotions, not to be ruled by them, but to be refined through them. This is the gateway to emotional freedom. Here's the truth. When you stop running from your emotions and start learning from them, we begin to speak and respond with purpose. We start showing up in a positive way to our communities, our families. We become a blessing to others. We become able to show love to the people around us, no matter who they are. We start contributing in a positive way to our workplaces, and not with envy, comparison, or bitterness, but with compassion, clarity, and love. Emotions all serve a purpose. They're designed to alert us to danger. Fear, anxiety, anger activate the brain's threat response, helping us to protect ourselves and others. They facilitate connection, love, compassion, empathy, joy are emotions that draw us closer to each other and help us build relationships. They drive action. Anger sets boundaries. Sadness seeks comfort. Joy can inspire generosity. They affect our bodies. Our heart rate, our breathing, our digestion, and even immune function are affected by our emotions. They guide decision making. Emotions are not meant to control us. They're meant to inform us. They're not meant to divide us. They're meant to connect us. Emotions are not meant to bring us down, but to develop us. Just imagine for just a moment a world where everyone truly understood their emotions and responded with love, grace, intention. We'd probably see stronger relationships, more joy, more peace, less negativity. Emotional awareness would lead to healing, and healing would spread across the world. Sickness would lessen, crime would probably decline, communities would thrive. How does that kind of change begin? Well, it starts with you, with me, choosing to do the hard work, choosing a growth mindset over a fixed mindset, choosing to understand our emotions and respond with love, choosing to transform from the inside out. Because when we evolve and change ourselves for the better, we begin to change the world around us. I just want to encourage you all to, continue to develop yourselves. Do the hard work. All of you have a very special purpose inside you. Start today. Start living the life you want. Be the change you want to see. And be the change you want your children to see. We got this. We got this. So here's what's to come. In the next couple episodes, we are going to go deeper. We'll explore the root causes of our emotions, where they come from, how past experiences shape our present feelings. Then we'll talk about how to respond differently with emotional maturity and practical tools that will help us live with peace, purpose, and power. Don't just change your mood. Change your life. Make today great, you guys. Set some goals. Invest in yourself. Create something. Find your life's focus. Let's keep growing together. Let's keep moving forward each day. Stay encouraged, be empowered, and be expectant. We will see you guys next week. God bless.